Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for sports, brought to you by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Oh, before we get that audio of the Olympian trying out the anti-sex bed in Paris, Olympics start this week later on. Cubs playing the first place Brewers when Cubs president Jed Hoyer, I want to call him Jeb Hoyer. I always want to call him Jeb. But it's
Jeb?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why?
Because I think I would like to be called, I wish that was my name, Jeb.
You wish your name was Jeb.
Yep.
Well, you renamed yourself 17 times. Why didn't you pick it once?
It's a very good point.
I got to give it to Kenzie on that one.
She's exactly right. But I can't do it now. It's too late.
You have identity issues.
So Jed Hoyer said, where we are right now, I would have to say that moves only for 2024 unless things change over this week. We probably won't do a lot of moves that help us this year. Not a fun statement. Not a fun one. Basically, you're punting on the season and saying we're going to worry about next year. Now, he says if these moves help us 2025 and beyond, I think we're exceptionally positioned to gather prospects and be good for next year. And, of course, Chicago, the famous phrase is, hey, wait till next year. You don't like to hear that right after the All-Star break, but that's where they're at.
I think they've signed good people. You see the bones that they're putting together.
Correct. But
It's not like you keep just selling people and you keep getting rid of people and you keep like they did not do that. Last year was a buying year, I'd argue.
Well,
and you know
what he's saying is they're not going to buy this year unless they win the rest of the week.
Yeah, but I think that I see the foundation being built. If that's fair.
Well, you shouldn't buy just to buy. I mean, just to spend money, which is a lot of teams have those issues. Now, all that being said, the Cubs won yesterday 3-1.
Aw, snap! We're getting what's his name?
From
The Dodgers.
Who we getting?
Give me a name, Kenzie.
Oh God, I forgot his name.
Shohei Ohtani?
Thank you.
We're going to offer $1.5 billion and break his contract.
We won yesterday. I almost said Showtime. We already have him. Shohei, baby.
We're not getting rid of Shota anytime soon. We love
him.
So that's 2 in a row, by the way. So they beat the D-backs Sunday. Jed, is that enough? What's winning this week? Now,
Who do you want to? What's the first person you'd want to buy? It sounds weird.
Sounds very 1800s.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Sort of pre-1861, if you catch my drift.
In fairness, they would all like to be purchased by a team, though. They would love $1 million contracts.
Oh, God. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens, what winning is really for the Cubs at this point, and what Jed means by that. But the trade deadline is next week, so next Tuesday. So a lot of issues a week from today. White Sox lost to the Rangers 4-3. Case has found a fun fact about his White Sox that you have to hear that, this is what the White Sox did for us last year and this year, providing incredible, compelling, I don't want to use the word entertainment, but information that for a team that really, at this point, is not mathematically eliminated, but they're not going to make it.
It's the most fun losing can be.
That's about right.
Following the White Sox over these last 2 years.
So give me the stat you found.
So after last night, their loss to the Texas Rangers, walk off in the bottom of the ninth. The White Sox on the season have 27 wins.
Got it.
After last night, the White Sox on the season have 25 blown saves.
So, for example, a good team, let's say the best. Let's say a team has 60 wins right now. They probably have 3 blown saves.
Yes, and they probably have 30 actual saves.
Yeah. So they have 27 wins and 25 blown saves.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost impossible. I couldn't believe that stat when I saw it.
It's just one of those more historic things about this season they can add onto the list that Case dug deep and found on that one.
I think a win is a win, and it's 27 reasons to be happy.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
That is so nice.
It's not nice. They could have double the wins they have if they hadn't blown so many
Case.
saves.
Hey, she's trying to give you a positive outlook
Yeah.
here.
I guess. I don't know. 25 blown
guess.
saves is a lot.
But they had 27 wins and 25 almosts. Yay!
I wonder if that's what Jerry Reinsdorf says when they go in the locker room. You guys had 25 almost. Let's look at it that way. Look at
That's exciting.
half
That
glass,
shows a lot of promise. That wasn't a blowout.
half glass full, guys. Wow.
We're in it. We're in the thick of it. We're in the race. They're not just blowing us out.
I want to see
We're so close.
I want to see the MLB standings get updated to where it's W for win, or L for loss, and A for almost.
Almost.
The White
Almost.
Sox would be
Almost
leading the
there.
league in almost.
Yay! That's exciting. They're in it. That's what matters. You don't want them just getting blown out every time. Look how
No.
close they are.
I still stand by this. Having gone to the White Sox game about 3 weeks ago with the wife, it's still a blast to go there. That ballpark is fun, and I enjoyed it. And as a Cubs fan, I'm saying that. I really enjoy going to the White Sox game. Everybody was so nice at the stadium. And they're like Kenzie. Kenzie's attitude right there.
Hello.
Hey, we got 27 wins, Errol. There you go.
And 25
Imagine if
almost.
they were winning while you were there.
Holy cow. Let's not get carried away.
I feel like seeing the Wienermobile would make you so happy.
Well, if you're tired about talking about baseball, look at this. Speaking of Texas, where the White Sox lost, of course, we're 9 days away from the Bears' first preseason game. 9 days. Lollapalooza night 1. That's when the Bears are playing the Texas in the Hall of Fame game next Thursday, August 1st. First night of Lolla. It's on ESPN at 7 o'clock, and it's live from Canton. So it's not at Soldier Field when Lollapalooza's going on. Just make sure it's a home game for the Bears, but it's, it's Hall of Fame game. So Devin Hester, Steve Mongo McMichael, Julius Peppers all played for the Bears and going in to the Hall of Fame. Julius Peppers going in as a Panther, but still played quite a bit of time for the Bears. So that's amazing. That is next Thursday. I can't believe football season is here. I know it's preseason, but it's here.
Feels good.
Feels
good.
great.
Do you think we can ask Hozier while he's playing at Lolla on Thursday night to stream the Bears game on the Jumbotron behind him? Do you
I
think
feel like that's not his vibe.
I was going to say, do you think the Hozier crowd would be into that?
I don't think it's like his thing.
I don't know. Dude is 6'6".
I know, he's built different.
He would have been a great tight end.
Oh, man. Can you imagine Hozier running down the field in open space?
6'6".
He's 6'6". Now, in case you don't know, this is the Take Me to Church guy who sings that in a very lovely, warm...
It's like that.
It's exactly like that.
Oh, my God, was Hozier in studio?
You're welcome.
I closed my eyes. I thought I was there.
You're
It
welcome.
was amazing.
He sounded so tall.
Well, if his flight gets canceled because of all this stuff, they're going to have me do it.
But wouldn't it be amazing if a guy like that who's so sensitive and knows how to reach your heart goes backstage and says, when I played tight end, over at Glenbrook South, I had 7 catches one game. I kicked ass, man.
And 12 almost catches.
12 almost. Oh, it was a great, miss those days of football. Put the Bears game up. Put it up there. Come on, put it up on the screen. Finally, one more piece of audio I promised you. The Paris Olympic Games, they start this week. LeBron will, by the way, be one of the torchbearers going in there, taking in the stadium, LeBron.
In the Olympics?
In the Olympics, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
How do you get that job?
Well, he's playing. So he's playing on the men's basketball team.
Way to double dip. He's already a player. Can't somebody carry a torch? I want to carry a torch.
His son's going to be right next to him because he's
Oh,
gonna
come
say,
on.
hey, listen, I ain't doing it unless Bronny gets a torch too.
Ronnie wasn't even good in Summer League. I feel bad for the kid.
So anyway, they had those anti-sex pads that we talked about on the air, which are made of cardboard, so they can't have sex because apparently when you go
Or sleep well, which kind of sucks.
it does sound terrible.
Like, hey, listen, you have to perform at the highest level ever with like a bad back and a horrible night's sleep.
Yeah. Lay on this, but we expect you to get a gold. It's cardboard.
I don't know why you can't have sex on cardboard. People have sex in like bathrooms.
Well, this is what the Irish gymnast Rhys McLennan, good boy, Rhys McLennan, he tested one out and see if he could actually break the bed, because that's the idea, that it would fall apart if you try to have sex on it. So here's the audio.
I'm at the Paris Olympic Games and they once again have these cardboard anti-sex beds. When I tested them last time, they withstood my testing. Maybe I wasn't rigorous enough though.
Is he having
No, they
sex with
passed the
somebody?
test. It's fake. Fake news.
Fake news? So he tried to, I think it was by himself having sex.
Was he humping?
Yeah, was he thrusting against the bed?
Yeah, he's thrusting on it. He jumped on it.
Could you imagine? He just brings a girl and he's like, we're going to see if this is real.
I'm going to film it. It's going to be cool.
This is like OnlyFans. What's happening here?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Before we get you on the phones for those Vampire Weekend tickets in Clash with Kenzie, these are hot tickets. Pit passes for Northerly Island.
In
These
the
are
pit.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Kenzie, have you ever had California Pizza Kitchen pizza?
That's just a frozen pizza, right?
No, they actually have restaurants. They do. That's a fair question because they actually do. They've been in the frozen section forever, but there's one attached to Old Orchard Mall. I'm not sure if there's one at Woodfield anymore because they always seem to be attached to a mall. Those California Pizza Kitchens.
I thought it was a frozen pizza company. I
Well-
didn't know. I've never seen a restaurant.
I'm not sure if we go back 20 years and find out when California Pizza Kitchen actually had a moment. when they were actually cool for about, 30 seconds. But they apparently also serve mac and cheese. And this girl ordered mac and cheese, and she only got cheese.
What?
So they just sent her cheese. They didn't put any mac in it.
Was it just was it goopy cheese?
Well, here's her describing.
I ordered mac and cheese from California Pizza Kitchen, and they just sent me cheese. Just cheese. No mac. There's no noodles. There's just some bread. And they sent me cheese. I just called CPK, and 2 separate people told me that I should order the noodles separately and that I ordered wrong. I was like, I ordered mac and cheese. And they said, yes, that's what that is. And I was like, no, that's not. Mac and cheese is mac and cheese. There's supposed to be macaroni in it. It's in the name.
I just love her. She's like hilarious.
It's in the name.
You're supposed to order the mac separate.
Do you think she got Uber Eats? Because obviously, if she was there, she could have been like, "Excuse me, this is a cup of cheese."
I don't know. It was delivered like that, but I don't know if the guy in the car ate only the noodles.
What if the guy ate all the noodles and dropped off the cheese?
Gross. So, because of her and this patriot here who complained, and she seems like not a Karen at all. She's a very, very nice lady. Everybody now ordering at California Pizza Kitchen gets 50% off their mac and cheese.
Oh.
I'm not sure how long, but there's a way to do it. So if you I don't know anybody that still
because
goes.
there's only 50% of the ingredients. So you're gonna get a cup of cheese. So it's 50% off.
They also gave her free mac and cheese for a year. It's pretty good.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. So it
They
worked
tried
out
to make up for it.
Worked out for her. Worked out for everybody. But I don't think I'm going to California Pizza Kitchen to get any mac and cheese.
To get a bucket of cheese?
Bucket of
That
cheese.
sounds like your order. You're going to be like, actually, no, I do just want a huge cup of cheese.
So listen, I need mac and cheese. However, I have a special order on this one.
Well,
take the mac out.
This is Brian. That TikTok influenced him to go get a bowl of cheese. Like, that's awesome. I'm here because of the TikTok. I find out you guys are selling buckets of cheese. And I'm pretty excited about the whole thing.
Can I have an extra large bucket of cheese, please? All right, 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in trivia. What you get is Vampire Weekend tickets, sending you and a friend to the pit for Northerly Island this Friday or Saturday. You choose. How about that?
Woo.
Tickets are on sale right now.
In the pit.
That's right. And it's furnished by our great friends at Live Nation. So call now, 312-591-8300 for this amazing prize.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
And Clash with Kenzie brought to you by the Schaumburg Boomers. What'd you say there? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my microphone should be on.
We've
Helps.
been gone for 2 days. I forgot which mic is everything.
Okay, we had cases on. Just your favorite. Not nice. Feel the boom. Anyways.
Trust me, I could turn this off permanently at times.
That's true.
But you never have.
Okay, here we go. Clash with Kenzie brought to you by the Schaumburg Boomers.
Feel the boom. Can everyone hear me? Is my microphone on?
For tickets, visit
I'm going to
boomersbaseball.com.
start saying I need a boom.
So let's get into it. This is amazing because Vampire Weekend, 2 shows this weekend at Northerly Island. You can pick which show you go to. How about that?
Okay.
And you're in the pit.
In the pit.
And Northerly Island, the pit there is so nice because when you're in that pit, you're like almost on stage, it
Yeah,
feels like.
very
You're
much so.
right there. There's not like a 900-foot barricade before you can get to the stage, you know?
No,
Why are you allowed to stage dive at this show?
No, there's
Well, we've
no-
had in-depth discussions about no barricade shows.
I know. There's going to be a barricade at Vampire Weekend. They're not the type of band you want to stage dive to. Songs are a little too slow.
Jammy. They jam a lot.
Jammy.
We
Yeah.
kind of do like more of a swan dive.
Hey,
then.
you want to look like a torpedo, not like a swan.
Be like elegant.
I
Yeah.
could see Kenzie, the opening, people, if you don't know Vampire Weekend, if you know the movie Step Brothers, when it opens up and he's nuking the little nachos and it goes, that's Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
I could see Kenzie stage diving in that song.
I could see Kenzie stage diving to every song. That's my goal, is to get her to stage dive one day.
Yeah.
I'm just scared of people catching me. I have really bad luck.
Yeah, but you're so light.
I'm not that light. I'm short.
I will say all the dads at Metallica will catch you when you're in the pit there at Soldier Field.
I know they'd be mad. Everyone's like gonna be holding a beer.
Well,
It's like everyone's gonna. If I jump off a stage, everyone's going to scoot over, and I know it.
Don't you see a baseball game when a dad's holding like a baby and a beer and the ball comes and somehow he still manages to catch the ball under his
Because
chin?
he wants to catch that. Nobody wants to catch me.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and the National Weather Service has gone through it. They've gone through the tapes, and they have confirmed that there were more tornadoes than we thought last week. So if you thought it was bad already, they basically confirmed.
What do they track? Like, what do you mean there's more than
So
they
they-
thought? How do they even know?
So they go through all the radar data, the stuff they missed in the chaos of all these tornadoes. Like we talked about last week. Like usually there's one tornado. You track this sucker, you can see it. Here's the video, here's the storm chasers, whatever. There were 27 tornadoes on July 15th and 16th. That would have been last Monday and Tuesday. 27 have now been confirmed, actually, from July 15th till today. 27 tornadoes. They added in one in Maple Park, Country Club Hills, and Chicago O'Hare Airport. When they talked about that, when Cheryl Scott was sitting there showing the screen, they said that could be a tornado. It turned out it was. So they go back, I guess, in the tapes, they can figure out what they all were.
I just find that mind-blowing that you're able to retrack and go, no, there's more tornadoes. Like, you either see them or you did it. That's how I imagine life working.
I think in the heat of the battle, the fog of war, if you will, they said, well, we got funnel clouds here, but it turns out one was a tornado. The biggest one, now that Case has seen Twister, was an EF2. That was in Shanahan to Matson. That was that one.
And I know all about the scales because, as Brian and I were talking about before the show on Friday, Brock Lesnar, when he wrestles, has a finisher called the F5, which is the biggest tornado possible. So I knew all about the scales ahead of time going into Twister.
Even before you saw the movie, which,
Yeah.
of course, they explain it clearly in there.
They do.
F5, God of Thunder.
Yeah. You may have heard of it.
Yeah. That's the most dangerous tornado. That would tear up everything.
F5
Yeah. Yep.
sounds like keyboard commands. All those things.
What does F5 do on the computer?
I don't know. Want me to find
Should
out?
I push it? See what happens?
I hope it blows,
blows
up.
Oh, it refreshes.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Holy crap.
Oh, you know what? Like a tornado. It's spinning. Well, now it makes sense.
Well, that's awesome.
Wow.
I could use a good refreshing.
There you go.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never been so happy.
That's nice.
What's F4 do? Should I push that?
No, we're all going to die.
Don't push F4. Don't push the red button. All right, when we come back, by the way, the movie Twisters was in the theaters, and what it did is incredible. Case has now seen Twister. We have a big question to ask you guys about Case's movie reviews for the last 5 months. Also, the top list of the best disaster movies of all time. So what do you think number one is on the best disaster movies of all time?
Disaster movie?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is Day After Tomorrow considered a disaster movie?
It is.
Okay. Because I would probably put that as number one.
Number one, you'd put that.
I feel like that was really big.
It was. Should I tell you it's on the list or not? I will. It's on the list.
It is? Okay. I figured it would be, but I wasn't sure. That's so many disasters. It's not hyper-focused on one.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that counted.
It does. It's a complete disaster movie. But we'll tell you what number one is. But think about it during the break. We'll come back and let you know in just about 6 minutes here what the number one disaster movie is. But what do you think the number one disaster movie is? Text in 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q 101.
All right, we just told you that the National Weather Service has updated that 27 tornadoes have come through the Chicagoland area, our listening area, wherever you can hear us. So that's Indiana as well, of course, and Wisconsin. In the last week and a half, since July 15th, they upped it for 3 more now. 3 more tornadoes have been verified to have happened, which one was at O'Hare, which was wild. Then there was Country Club Hills and Maple Park. Though that means these are newly confirmed tornadoes that hit the ground, not just a funnel cloud. Like they went through this tapes and go, yeah, there's another one. Oh, we missed that one. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Well, they're everywhere. Popping up like daisies.
Got to say, it might have been nice if a tornado hit O'Hare on Friday. I would have known at least not to go to the airport and wait for a flight.
Like earlier?
Like,
Not when you were there?
Yeah. An early tornado.
Okay.
I don't want anybody hurt, but I'm just saying an early tornado would have been nice.
There still would have been people there.
But I wouldn't have been there.
No, he understands, but he wouldn't have done it.
They would have been fine.
Yeah, it's just a little tornado. It wasn't like an F5. It was only like an F2.
God of Thunder. Wasn't that?
Okay. Can I make my guesses now? I'm very excited. I worked hard on these during the break.
Okay, so we asked you So we talked about that new movie, Twisters. Case saw Twister last week for the first time ever and loved
The
it.
classic.
What was it, like 8.5, 8.3 tornadoes or something?
Yeah, I think I went 8.25 Twisters out of 10. That review is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. If you did not hear it on Friday, like Brian said, I watched Twister from 1996 for the first time ever. Bill Paxton, one hell of an actor, let me tell you.
Oh, rest in peace. I miss him.
Absolutely.
So the Twisters movie that's out now is crazy breaking records. Like for a movie. You haven't heard about a movie killing it lately, except for Barbie and Oppenheimer last year?
I know, this is it. And you know what? And I stand by this. I've said don't let the movies die because there just are awesome in-movie theater experiences.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those movies, feeling surrounded by it, a massive screen, like those type of natural disaster, insanity, just like Top Gun. You can feel like you're flying a plane if you go see it in theaters. This is like that same type of experience. This is an in-theater movie. I really think it's awesome.
It's got 80 million so far domestically, 120 globally. And it's the first Twister made 500 million, but it's on pace to be $1 billion movie.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so that's in theaters.
Love it.
Now, the list of the best disaster movies of all time, I'm going to say this right now. This movie, Twisters, is
gonna be
actually in the list already.
Oh, it's already made it?
We'll do the countdown here, the list, and I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I
but
wanna
Twisters is in this list of the best of all time, which is insane. And I want to, so go ahead and give me what you think of the best disaster movies of all time.
I wrote these out.
Yeah.
I said Twister, okay?
Right.
I said The Day After Tomorrow.
Yep.
I have to say, though, I always start getting bored with The Day After Tomorrow once they're in the library.
Too much talking.
Oh, my God. I get it. You're cold in the library. I get so bored. Anyways.
I like the burn book scene. Like, we're going to burn the books.
That's great. Now we won't know anything. And the next, whatever. So.
Case, have you seen The Day After Tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Hold on. Bring it back.
I don't want to burn any books, though.
It's not like that.
Okay.
We're not going to get into that right now.
It's not for content.
Okay.
They're cold.
Okay.
They're going to die, you see.
It's like, wait, hold on now.
They're not burning like,
it's not in protest.
Yeah. Like Huck Finn. What's that?
What's Huck Finn?
What's the book called? Huckleberry Finn?
I think it's called that. I don't know. Anyways, okay.
No, it's not called that. What's it called?
Huck Finn? I don't remember.
Tom Sawyer.
He's friends with Tom Sawyer. What's the book called?
I just Googled Huck Finn.
Was it
book.
The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
So Huck Finn. I mean, it's like the same thing.
Yeah, they're not burning that because it's of content, just because they're cold.
I wonder if Huck Finn likes the Huck Tua girl. That's kind of the same name.
Interesting point.
I know. Very
What
interesting.
we're not going to do is name the other characters in that book. That's what's not going to happen on here right now. So I wish you guys would both stop.
Well, we're not. Listen, if you want to go name them, it's fine.
I would love everyone to stop right where they are. That's what I would love. I didn't want to go down this road, and I'd like to stop where we are.
Okay, so let's go back to disaster movies.
I said Twister, The Day After Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the third one's an audible because I'm having a hard time deciding, do like Earth Attack movies count? So I Am Legend, when a disease takes over.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts. So I'm going to say that. If that doesn't count, I'm going to put it in Poseidon. It's the reason I can't go on a cruise ship.
Oh. Yeah.
And then The Core.
I don't even know that movie.
You don't know The Core where they travel to the center of the earth? Very hot, by the way. No spoiler alert. Pretty hot down there.
Well, that's the case. Don't listen. Plug your ears.
And last, I'm going to hit it up with something new because this kind of took everyone over during the pandemic. Don't Look Up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what those are my guesses.
Did you see Don't Look Up? Did you watch it then?
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
I don't know. Less interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Me too. I didn't love it. And I love disaster movies. I love space movies. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know.
I was like, it seems unrealistic, but then every day I read an article that a meteor is coming towards the Earth and I don't pay attention to it, so I'm like, maybe it's realistic.
And they always say, we really don't have a plan. Like, we have no way to stop a meteor or a comet coming here. They think we're going to launch a bunch of nuclear missiles. Well, as I did in the movie, it didn't work, and they say it won't work in real life either. So I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay, so
I guess we'll find out.
We will eventually. Here we go. The top disaster movies of all time. Then there's 11 in this list. I'll go through them quickly. And you didn't say 2012, right?
I did not.
That's in there. That's with John Cusack. I find that hard to believe that's even in the top 10. I mean, it's okay. It's fun, but it's like, I don't know. It's cheesy. Daylight came out in 1996. I don't know that movie.
Me either.
Case?
No, I don't know Daylight.
Okay. The Day After Tomorrow. 20-year anniversary was a few weeks ago. That is 9. So you said that movie. That's in there. Again, a little cheesy, but also the effects are worth it. It's cool. It's fun. Little ride. The Wave in 2015. That came out. I don't know that movie.
The wave. I'm guessing it's about like a tsunami.
It's about a landslide, I guess. A Norwegian geologist.
Well, that seems improperly named.
I don't know. Maybe a wave of land, a massive landslide. Oh, it causes a 250-foot tidal wave, the landslide does.
That makes more sense.
That's pretty high. That's not good. Don't Look Up is 7, what you said, in 2021.
I'm doing pretty good so far. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't love that movie.
Me either.
So
but
now,
a lot of people watched it. It's numbers. Doesn't mean it was the best.
I guess. Okay, so everybody should know all the next 6 now pretty good. Deep Impact, 1998.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'll tell you what was 5, and it relates to it, same year, Armageddon, which was the bigger movie, which was Bruce Willis and going up there. And the very funny commentary of Ben Affleck has on YouTube of saying, why did they try to teach drillers to be astronauts instead of teach astronauts how to drill? It's got to be easier to drill a hole than become an astronaut.
Obviously not. I'm sure they did the research.
Oh, and then at the end, well, again, Case hasn't seen Armageddon?
No.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why they're drilling a hole.
I also don't know why in 1998 they both thought about disaster movies of a comet or a meteor coming to destroy Earth. At the same time, they had these movies timed out perfectly.
Well, it's probably rival studios.
Probably. They found out they're making one about a comet, so we got to make one about a comet.
It's like something that would happen in Entourage.
Very much so. So the top 4 here. Number 4 is Twisters. That's in the theater right now.
Oh, the current Twisters.
It made number 4. That's how crazy this movie in the theaters right now is. We should get Jake on and talk about. He's probably seen it already and talked to the actors. We should get him on to talk about the movie and see if it's worth it.
I will reach out to him.
Then number 3 is Twister. So Twisters is 4. The original Twister that Kay saw and reviewed last week is 3.
So 3 through the ones I've picked have so far been on the list. I'm feeling good.
You're doing pretty good.
Okay.
So number 2, you're going to be a little upset about, but it relates to what you said. You said Poseidon, the cruise ship movie.
Yeah.
The Poseidon Adventure, that was a reboot of 1972. That is the second biggest disaster movie of all time.
I think that counts because I don't know which one I'm talking about. In fairness.
So I can clarify it for you. You're talking about the one that Johnny Drama's in. Poseidon.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, it wasn't like, it didn't look grainy. Like, it didn't have Ernest Borgnine in it. Let me just say that.
Poseidon. Oh, so wait, which one? Poseidon Adventure
is 1972. Poseidon came out like what, in like 2010 or something? Like that?
I'm trying to think of my age when I watched these things. Is Johnny Drama in it?
Johnny Drama's in Poseidon.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Who is he?
And he's really a jerk in the movie.
He voices the wave?
No. He's a character that's really like an a-hole.
I don't remember him. You know what? You're right, because I saw Kurt Russell in it. You're right.
That's right, Kurt Russell. And you've got, actually, ironically, Emmy Rossum. Rossum? How do you say your name? Rossum.
Say it fast, like Worcestershire sauce.
Rossum. Worcestershire sauce. So she's in The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh, wow. You don't want to be around her.
Yeah, she's in that.
She has a bunch of bad luck.
So she didn't make 2 because it's Poseidon Adventure, but you wanted Poseidon, and I see what you're saying there.
I think it counts.
Yeah. And the number 1 disaster movie of all time. Again, it's an oldie. So I don't know what you had left on your list there, Kenzie. I can't remember.
The ones that have not placed yet were, because I didn't know if it counted, is, I said The Core.
Yeah.
And then I said I Am Legend, because it was like a medical
disease
thing. I don't know if that counts.
It should, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
The Towering Inferno, which is about a high rise that catches on fire back in the 70s.
I don't know that movie. That's number 1?
Yeah, you should go. You know what's funny? It's got O.J. Simpson in it.
Whoa.
Now, he didn't start the fire that killed everybody, I swear.
Yeah, I bet he didn't.
What's funny is he's kind of like
he gets away with everything.
He's like a doorman on this building that's 150 stories. And he goes and tries to, he knows everybody where everybody lives and knocks on their doors to save them.
I love that.
And it's always the hot chicks. So it's like, I think he kind of led to what was going to happen. But OJ, was he still playing football in 1974?
I think so.
I mean, so he made a movie.
Well, yeah, he was O.J. Simpson.
He was busy. He was like LeBron at the time.
He was really good at
LeBron
multitasking.
was in Space Jam while he was playing basketball.
Yeah, same with Jordan.
Someone said Ice Age as a guest. That's awesome.
So I
suppose that's correct.
So O.J. Simpson was playing for the Bills when he made The Towering Inferno.
Yeah, so Towering Inferno came out in 1974.
Yeah.
So let's assume it was filmed in 1973. Okay. Do you know who the NFL MVP was in 1973?
I guess it's O.J. Simpson.
It was O.J. Simpson.
Boy, that guy can multitask.
God, he's unbelievable.
I mean, he's dead and he's a murderer, but
but a complicated legacy nonetheless.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.